Yeah, so that's all the dialogue for her, as far as I can tell. Let's take care of her inventory. She comes with clothing, which you'd think is a good thing. I'm actually going to strip her of that. Not because I'm a pervert. I mean, not related to that. But specifically because we're going to take care of our inventory. What we're going to do right now is we're going to level her up. Because... Oh, no, wait. What? What do you mean? You can't level her up over here? Aw, what a shame. Well, let's take her outside. Now that we're all naked. A little bit. And I will be bringing her with me. We're still in... Let's bring Aten. Yeah, there you go. Are you sure? I'm relatively sure. We're all naked a little. Oh, they have the dark side clothing. I love it. We all have the dark side clothing. We're all pants buddies. Because, I mean, I don't have it right now because I... There we go. Look at us. Fantastic. Beautiful. Anyway, yeah, because of course she's dark side, or you'd think she is dark side. How dark? She's pretty dark side. Is she darker than me? She is darker than me. I did go up a little, been saying nice things to her, but I said nice things to her to make sure that she goes to the light side or to the dark side. It's gonna be a whole thing. Let's level her up. So from there, I click over here, and let's see what she's all about. She has a lot of dexterity, and a little bit of charisma, and a little bit of wisdom. So, what class? And she's a sentinel, which I believe is the scoundrel type class. I'm the consular. She's a sentinel. So she's all about those skills. Good stuff. So we have a fighter at the front and the skills and a spellcaster over here. This is a beautiful configuration. So let's level her up, and she gets skills. Security is done. Demolitions is done. Computer use. So she really focuses on stealth and awareness, which is kind of a shame. I'm going to go with computer use because I don't think I'm going to use T3 a whole lot. And her feats. What does she use? She has flurry and weapon-focused lightsaber. And she has 2-weapon fighting, so I might bring her to weapon fighting up. She can't use armor, but that's normal for a Jedi Sith. So I'll go up on that right there. As for powers, she has 1. And it's all dark side, hopefully universal affect mind, and dominate mind. So those are the things that I taught her, I think. I believe that's what I taught her. Because there's got to be like, only the main player character can select this. But I taught her this. Where is this going to go? Very interesting. So I would love to give her Force Lightning. I'm leveling her up into, I don't know what level she is right now, but clearly not level 9 because I can't do that. So do I want Drain Force? I mean, objectively speaking, I should have Burst of Speed. Let's go with Burst of Speed. I don't like how it looks, but it makes sense for her character, and so it's just better. And we have an attribute over here. I'm going to go up on Dexterity. And as for skills, we're still going up on computer use. It's going to be a little while until we reach parity, but it's not something that I'm really worried about. And now we have another power. Let's go with Throw Lightsaber. This thing, I used it a lot in the first Knights of the Old Republic, and I remember using it a bunch. And she has 2 lightsabers. She throws them both at the same time, so that's pretty good. Another level up. I'm going up on level 8. We're probably going to go up to level 11. I don't know. She has about as much experience as Aten. So, level 11 it is. Computer use. Bring me that. Feats. Ooh, we have Master 2-weapon fighting. We also have Master Flurry, which allows for an extra melee attack during the round. Whereas Master 2-weapon fighting just basically makes the offhand weapon kind of better. A lot better, in fact. But something I can give up for right now. We're probably going to get that sooner rather than later because she's a scoundrel, effectively a scoundrel, so it's pretty good. I will go with Force Lightning because I love Force Lightning. It's really cool, and having 2 Sith at the front, Force Lightning everybody, is going to be hilarious. So I am looking forward to that. So this is level 10. Let's go with Choke over here, a power that I have already. And I believe this is her last level up. And there it is. I've reached parity. Let's go out with Treat Injury. Okay. And she has the determination form. Very nice. Let's go with advanced throw lightsaber. This thing is going to jump from multiple enemies. Very, very powerful, I recall. And that's her level up.
Well, check it again. It can't be anything else.
He's looking so dark side. Look at him.
Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you.
Did you see?
Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head.
This is an amazing game.
Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
It's not. It's because of your your face the dark side. It's complicated.
Betrayal. Machines. Her passion for such things defies me.
Machines? What's going on? I just wanted to take care of my inventory, and now we're naked and look old. And what in the world? Kreia? T3? What is going on? My God, it doesn't. I can't ask him about that. Let's see if I can upgrade your memory core. Ooh, that's an influence success. No, it's an influence success, but now I have. Yeah, shut down for a while. This will be over in a second. I'm gonna fail. Sorry, must have crossed the circuit. We'll try again later. Everybody is against T3. T3, you need to start looking dark side as well. You're dark side. You can't fool me. Kreia's not here. Kreia.
You have befriended the seer.
I was hoping. Yeah, well, I mean, you mean the Miraluka? Why do you call her the seer?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. Despite your intentions, it would be better to deal with her now. Whether you intend salvation or slavery, she is a threat to us. She serves one of the greatest of the Sith. She is the most trusted and only apprentice. Yet you spare her. Why?
Because I want to learn. I hope, anyway. Yes, that last line is exactly what I feel Kreia would like me to say. Because there is nothing to be gained by murdering her. Yet.
We shall see. There may be value in such a choice to keep her alive, or perhaps not. Whatever your intentions toward her, keep them restrained. We have no time for mercy.
If she threatens any of us again, I will deal with her, I promise you.
Is that so? Well, perhaps there will be a second chance for her to inflict harm, so you may test such a statement. This one you have saved has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty.
Ties to her master, perhaps, and I intend to follow that bond to its source when the opportunity presents itself.
Then you are learning.
Yes! That's exactly what I like to hear from Kreia. Do you know why her home world was destroyed?
Because it was its time. Perhaps you should ask her. It begs many questions. Her people are not prone to violence, war, or hatred, yet their planet is obliterated, scoured from the face of the galaxy, and all that remains is a Sith.
Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted them to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force, so they can move freely, or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger, and there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
I had other questions?
Ask, and I will answer.
Can you tell me about the Adelaide crystal? I mean, it's my crystal. Why is it called the Adelaide crystal? It's I'm Adelaide. What the heck? But it's my crystal.
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength, and through it, your power is enhanced. Should your power increase or your resolve change, speak to me again about this matter, and I will help you refocus your crystal. Is there something else you wished?
That's very nice. Do you know of Vizus's master?
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the dark lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
He's no longer a man?
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
This is a callback to what she was saying before about Atria, I think was her name. Perhaps I can convince her to sacrifice herself. That'd be a twin victory, I think.
If you have such power, then I would make use of it. There is no need to dirty your hands when you can convince another to drive a blade into their own heart.
And I thought I was cold. Yeah, let's say that. The character looks at the camera, she's just so spooky. And I thought I was cold.
Oh, you have promise. But wait until you have more years fall upon you, and you will see what a shell your heart will become.
How did he destroy her homeworld, anyway?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
And he used it to kill an entire planet?
Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time.
I don't understand how he hasn't conquered the galaxy with that kind of power.
Because it is not something that can ever truly be controlled, and it leaves nothing to conquer in its wake. And it rules him, not the other way around. It has its own will, its own instincts.
How can anyone have that kind of power, though?
Power? Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing. And it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
He is already dead. His power is difficult to believe.
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things. And like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
But all life is touched by the Force.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
How does he use his power?
It is not something he can direct or focus, much like hunger itself. He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place. That is why where the Jedi gather, Jedi will die. He will feel it, unless they mask their presence. But Qatar called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it. And he cares nothing for the Sith, or its teachings, or the Jedi. And when the Jedi are dead, he will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and eventually consume the Sith as well. There is no future in the empty galaxy he sees, and that is why he must be stopped. The breach must be sealed before his power grows beyond what even we can hope to stop.
Do you have any idea why he spared her?
Perhaps he is bound to her, as I am bound to you. If so, there may be a death served by hers. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
Okay, I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Do you know what happened to T3?
Betrayal, and by a machine that I will not abide. Machines. Always did Revan use them to inflict his will on the galaxy, whether in war or in assassination. His passion for such tools, for things dead to the Force, defies me. He would have loved a human droid such as you, dead to the Force, a shell that would carry out his orders. It is no matter. It is a device, and now it is broken.
Machine! Machine! Can I say bad things about the machines and Kreia likes me better? I wish that were the case. I can't see her Force from here, but we don't need to worry about that. Kreia?
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Of course, what else do you think? Can you teach me about the Force?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Cookies. When Visas attacked me, she did something to my eyesight. I actually don't know what that was that she did, because she, like, stunned me a couple of times, and I think the second time around, she wasn't even attacking me at the time. It was weird.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
What?
Close your eyes.
All right.
Feel this ship around you. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
Oh, I can use computer use. Even though I can't, because I suck at it. Hey, T3 has a stuck motivator.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
Hey, I can hear a catch in it. It's not fully fixed.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper past her breathing and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and
I heard her thoughts.
You are strong indeed. What you heard were surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
But how did I do that?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not. Because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
I've now gained +1 awareness and recovered some of your connection to the Force. And also, maximum Force points increased and experience in Kreia, and everything is amazing. I also don't know what awareness specifically does. I think awareness is one of my skills. No, it is. It is one of my skills. Lovely. And it's like I'm maxed out. I will always see all the mines. So that means that probably as a... I mean, it makes sense for you to have your main character... If you control your main character in combat most of the time, then it makes sense to have them be the one with awareness, because this is what allows for dialogue choices for on the one hand, but also to spot things. That's pretty important.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Always.
Very well.
You taught me the sight. Is there anything else you can teach me?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
What do you mean?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this. Do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
Awareness. Yes, absolutely. My ability to perceive the environment.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Oh, computer use. I'm really bad at that. I can't figure them out.
Then my task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
What? How do I do that?
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
I'll think on this and return when my weakest skill is stronger. What? Does that mean I'm gonna need to increase computer use? It's not even my weakest one. Although in terms of skill rank, it's 0, but I have a +1 from something. Oh my god. Well, it's not too bad, especially because I'm focusing on treat injury. But the thing is, oh, I'm gonna need to sacrifice something. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it. We only have 3 points in skills, I think. Wow. What do you know of the Makashi Technique?
A technique that helps one resist the Force attacks of an enemy and also is excellent in lightsaber combat. It does more damage, but it leaves you vulnerable to other attacks. Use it against others wielding the Force or lightsabers, but not against anyone else. Others may come with time, with experience.
Of course. Mostly level ups, that's what she means.
Very well.
Did you know Atris at all?
Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes.
What do you mean?
Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger, the spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness.
I mean, you can definitely say that again. That was easy to feel. You walked her path, though?
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions. One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
Wait. You trained Revan?
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any longer.
Okay.
Ask, and I will answer.
Did you know Revan?
I misspoke before, and I do not wish to choose my words unwisely again. Leave this be.
Thank you. Okay.
Ask.
Yeah, just making sure. Oh, I've thought more about the destruction of Visas' homeworld. Also, I talked to her about it.
And?
Atten said her planet was wiped out, that it was the only colony of her people in the sector of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
He did say that when she was unconscious, I think. Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle.
This is the same as before. Do you know anything about the Sith who pursue us?
I know of them, yes, and how much like beasts they had become. Combined, united against the Jedi, they command legions of Sith. But above these legions there are 3 who must be stopped. As long as any one of them lives, then we, and all life, are doomed. One bathes in pain, feeds on it for sustenance. The other has ceased being a living being, so consumed by hunger that he has forgotten his own flesh. And the last is a creature of betrayals, for without such things there is no hope.
This last betrayer. Who is this last betrayer?
Even now she is difficult to see. She must remain hidden for now until the time is right. If not, then all our efforts will be for nothing. In this you must trust me. If she is exposed too soon, then this war will be over before it has begun.
Could it be me? Could it be Kreia? Could it be Bastila? We have seen her already. What about the one who bathes in pain, the Scion?
Yes, of pain he has learned much. Of knowledge, of teaching, he knows nothing. Like the others, he was spawned by the horrors of the Mandalorian Wars. He exists solely to spread his pain to all Jedi everywhere.
Is the one consumed by hunger Visas' master? I would know more of him.
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer,
Yeah, you talked about him already. That's fine.
Ask.
Yeah, I think we're good. I'll be going now. Thanks, Kreia. Hey, Visas.
My life for yours.
I had some questions for you.
I will answer what I can.
It was about your species being blind. Because before, you sounded as if that sight was lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Visas has a limited ability to see the Force.
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
When one endures, it gives hope to others and themselves.
Only when one suffers do certain truths become evident, both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll be going now. And we gained more influence with her. And our light side is going up a little bit. We're gonna kill more innocents. It's all fine. And say mean things to traitors.